Okay, hopefully you guys can still hear me and see my screen. I'm really excited to get rocking with this live training with you guys. Music industry secrets, how to make music a full-time career without selling your life away to a record label. Who's excited about this, about making music a full-time career, actually making a real income with it, going from hobbyist to full-time, to providing for your family, for yourself, and just seeing your music out there without having to sign your life away to a label. A lot of you know my story. If not, you're going to know it really quickly. I was signed, went independent, re-signed again like a dork, even though my wife told me not to, and now I'm independent again, and I'm also coaching artists just like you. I'm so excited you're here because my mission is to help 1,000 artists and musicians launch their careers and make music full time. I've helped so many artists, and my question to you is, would you like to be one of them? Would you like to be the next artist that I help go from hobbyist, part-time, or just even making a little bit more money with your music, right? Because at first, yes, I wanted to go full-time, but really, I just wanted people to hear my art. I want to, sure, make some money off it, but I just want to get it out there. Who wants just to get their music out there and heard because you've got these great songs, or you want to even just perform them on stage? Well, this training is for if you've got music for sale. If you don't have music for sale yet, this still is going to help you. It's for managers, bands, even label owners, because I do so much marketing I'm going to be teaching you guys here. Solo artists, okay? I've been in a band and I've been in a group and I've also been a solo artist myself, and now I'm a solo artist. I just hire it out now, hire out my band members. The strategies I'm going to be teaching you guys on this, it works for all genres of music. And guess what? These strategies work worldwide, which is what I'm going to be teaching you. Because I got a lot of questions like, oh, Chris, well, what if I'm from this country or this country? And I'm just like, dude, I came from the smallest city called Pickering, Ontario, okay, in Canada. And so it will work no matter where you are at. And I just want to share a few of my successful student stories from my buddy Doug from Where Leo. He just said, hey, Chris, fantastic. This is basically starting your career 101. Found it extremely helpful. Here's my buddy Cole. He just said, he was talking about my group coaching called Fanbase University, and he's like, look, we get a once-a-month call to ask anything we want. He's very personal, and he responds and pours into you. It's been amazing. And then Jerry Fee, he says, hey, Chris, his insights and knowledge base are incredible, and the fact that he's willing to work with each one of us to reach our calling is amazing. And then, of course, my buddy Geezer in the band All Above Me, he says, Chris's courses have launched our careers as independent artists. And I'm going to be sharing you more about that later on, some of the courses and programs, but I just want to drop some serious value bombs on you and nuggets on you because, look, the record label is a dying model. We do not need the label anymore. All we need is our fans, because it's fans that buy our music. It's fans that come up to the shows and they buy tickets and they buy merchandise. And then even after the show, they let you crowd surf on them afterwards. That was a show in Japan that we did, and we shot a music video afterwards. But let me just tell you, it's your fans that we need to focus on. And the best person at getting those fans is you. It's me. It's not a record label, which was what I really want to help you focus on, okay? The record business is dead, but you better believe long live the music business and the music consumption and distribution age in this digital age that we're living in right now. There's never been a better time for you and me to get started in the music business. Check this out. 45% of people in 2017, this year, are engaged in licensed audio streaming. That means they're paying for licensed audio streaming, and that's up at least 8%. So it is growing. It is growing, growing, growing. And then look at this stat here, okay? This is global music listening methods, okay? Music consumers are engaged with multiple methods of listening to licensed music. Now check this out on the right. 44% are purchasing physical copies of music or paid downloads, and 32% of those are CDs, okay? Because one of the strategies I'm going to teach you guys today is how to sell a CD for 60 bucks. So why is it working so well? Because people are still buying them, man. People are still even buying vinyl. It freaking blows my mind. Is this not exciting? So secret number one, I'm going to be teaching you a hidden secret record labels don't want you to know, that I used to sell 25 plus albums a day while I sleep. Who's excited for that? Let me hear some yeses in the comments. And then I'm going to be going over secret number two, how to make thousands of dollars on YouTube from other people's viral videos without spending any money on ads. That one's going to blow you all away. Who wants to have a pile of YouTube money like that? Because it is true and it works. And then secret number three, how to ethically steal fans from your favorite artists without having to open for them on tour. And let me just say this straight. I love touring, okay? But I'm going to teach you how to do this even online, even if you don't or can't tour, okay? So for all the people that can't tour, maybe you got a family like me and you can't tour as much, but hey, that can't stop us from going out there and going for our dreams. So the only way to grow your music career is by building your fan base. How many people believe that? The only way for you to grow your music career is by building your fan base. Does that make sense? Right? Because it's fans that buy the music. It's the fans that come to the shows. It's the fans that support your Kickstarters. It's the fans. Does that make sense, right? Does that make sense, guys? So at the end of this, I'm going to be doing a VIP Q&A. I'm going to be answering all your questions, so stick around, okay? And also, if you stick around to the end, I want to give you a free gift, which is my YouTube marketing playbook for musicians. Start getting more views, comments, royalties, and subscribers on your YouTube channel. I just want to give that to you just to say thanks for showing up. But what I want you to do right now is turn off your cell phone, turn off Facebook, turn off any distractions so that you can focus like this kid right here. Get focused on me, because I want you to pretend like you paid thousands of dollars to be here, okay? Because that's the kind of value I want to give you, and that's what I charge to coach with me. That's the type of value I'm going to be given, okay? So I want you to get your pad and pen, take notes. I want you to get inspired. I want you to dream, because at the end, I promise you're going to feel a little overwhelmed because I get excited, as you can tell. But I just want to see you win. I want to see you crush this, okay? So here's my story. My name's Chris Greenwood, also known as Manifest. I've been doing music now for over 16 years. I've toured over 22 different countries. That's me in the middle there with my wife in Japan. That's me with my hero, Sonny, from POD. Got to open for them. And then there's me in the only Tower Records that exists in the world, which is in Japan, because they freaking still love CDs. They don't just like CDs, they love CDs. And then Scott Stapp from Creed. And then on the left there, which is a really cool story, that's NF. He's a pretty famous hip-hop artist right now, but just that show was about maybe 3 years ago when he was just starting to blow up, and came up to me, he's like, "You don't remember me, do you?" And I'm like, "No, I don't, dude." And he's like, "I opened for you just a few years ago." And I was like, oh my gosh. So guys, the tables can turn really quickly, and I just want to say that you can literally go from an unknown artist to just as famous as NF, man. It might not happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight for him, but man, it sure seemed like it when all of a sudden the success started happening. And I just want to say the difference between me and other teachers out there is like, look, I make the majority of my income off my music, not my teaching, okay? Yeah, I charge for courses and coaching and all that stuff, but I'm doing this full time. I'm fine, man. I got this thing, the music game locked down. I just want to help you out today. I just released a new album called Stones. I'm so excited about this. My new record. It's independent. I own the rights to it. One of my songs is for the first time actually just hit the active rock Billboard charts, number 38, and it's still going. I'm actually above Metallica right now, but that's probably because they just entered the charts, and or either they're going down the charts or they're going up. But of course they'll pass me. But anyways, right now the screenshot looks good. Here's a link to my TuneCore account. Last year, I made $45,000 on TuneCore alone, and that's what I use to sell my music online, and that's what I teach my students to as well, which I'll share more about that. But anyone can share a screen capture of whatever, right? The real proof in the pudding is Spotify. Okay, look how many fans I got, or monthly listeners. 207,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, okay? So I'm not showing this to brag. I'm just showing to say, look, I am actually doing this, and I do actually want to help you so that you can do the same and avoid the pain and the mistakes I went through. Because I went through a lot of mistakes, even doing Kickstarter. This is one of the first Kickstarters we did, and I used Pledge Music. And it wasn't even for an album. It was for a book. Okay, and we raised $17,000. And I just want to say, I was scared out of my mind. My palms were sweaty. I was talking to my wife, and I was so scared to launch it. I launched it at midnight, which is a really horrible time to launch a campaign. And my fans ended up coming through, man. And they helped me fund a freaking book. But I just want to say, you don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to start to become great. And you got to learn to overcome that fear and not care what people think about you. Because once you do it once, then you can do it again. And so I did another Kickstarter using Pledge Music, and we raised $22,000. And then since I did that again, I thought, okay, well, let's do it again. And we raised $25,000. And now recently, I just did my fourth crowdfunding campaign, and this time I used Kickstarter, and I raised $45,000. And my point here is like, look, who needs a record label when you can raise money from your fans? Even if you have a small or no fan base. Does that make sense? Because why are we going to the record label for money? If you really just need the money, borrow it from a bank. They'll give you a way better interest rate than a label. I promise you that, okay? I had an opportunity to get my songs in video games like this Xbox game, Flat Out. Can you imagine having your song in a video game and what that would do to you? Like, oh my gosh, you're hearing your song on the radio. Like, there's just a video game, but I loved video games growing up. And so the fact that my song actually got in a video game, it blew my mind. I ended up touring Japan, all these cities and stuff like that. Never thought this would happen in a million years. Went to Russia. And guess what? I can't even play an instrument, guys. You know, make fun of me and whatnot, but I can't even play guitar. I'm just joking around right there. That's my buddy Adam, super producer, messenger. But I've learned to surround myself with people that are more talented than me. You know, and I'm not really good at making beats or tracks or anything like that. So I just hire it out and I write the songs and the melodies and, you know, the lyrics and all that stuff. But I can't even play an instrument. In fact, I actually failed music in school. Okay, I played the trumpet, all right? I don't know if there's any trumpet players out there, but I played the trumpet, and it was really embarrassing for me. I got picked on a lot in public school. School was not a really inspiring place to me, and maybe you can relate to that, but kids even said it looked like I was French kissing my trumpet, so I hated music, man. I hated music. I loved listening to it, but the fact of creating it or playing it, I just had a really bad taste in my mouth. And so one of the biggest things I struggled with when I started to actually write music and get on stage, I kept on asking myself this question: can I really do this? You know, can I really do this? I don't know if you've ever asked that question, but that was just plaguing me when I was like realizing I can't play an instrument. I kept on thinking about school, and I just want to say, look, you can do this. And again, I want to just say this, like, courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is the willingness to act despite the fear. So even though I was afraid, I would just do it afraid. I would step on stage and do it afraid. But I got to be honest with you, I didn't even want to do music at first. Like, my dream wasn't music. My dream was to become a professional skateboarder. And I would just breathe, eat, and sleep skateboarding to the point I would skip school. I would do everything to get better at skateboarding. And I got sponsored and started to get free stuff. And then I got in this skateboarding accident. And I couldn't skate for months. And so I was in this really dark place. And during that time, my girlfriend dumped me that I thought loved me. And so it got to the point where I was suicidal. I was thinking about taking my own life. And to be honest, my dad actually committed suicide. And so, you know, I had that kind of plaguing me in my mind. I was like, no, I don't want to go out like my dad did. I don't want to give up, you know. And so that's when I started to write songs. And I started to paint the pain and started to share my stories through these songs. And it was a bit of an outlet for me. And maybe you can relate to that. Maybe you've gone through some pain. Maybe you got a crazy upbringing or something like that. And that's music is your outlet for that. And that's maybe why you want to share this music with the world. You know, maybe you're like me. It's just like, look, I've gone through some hell and I want to share these stories because I know they'll impact people. I can't tell you how many people come up to me at the shows because I've wrote about my dad's suicide in my songs, and people that are like, man, dude, my dad committed suicide too, or this happened. I'm just like, holy crap. And so I just want to say it's worth learning this marketing stuff I'm going to teach you today, not just to sell music, but just so you can change people's lives, right? And so I forced myself up on stage, even though I sucked really bad. That's me in the gray t-shirt there, and I can't really rap or anything like that. I'm this goofy guy, and as you can see, there's not very many people at the shows, but I was just trying to figure it out, you know. I was just going for it, you know. I didn't care. I just go up on stage and look like a goofball until I had figured it out, and then I met this girl who's now my wife for now over 15 years. We've been married, and she really supported me, and she really believed in me and encouraged me when I was trying to get my music out there, and she actually did all my graphic design for all my albums. And this is the first EP we released in 2001, guys, 2001. And here's a crazy secret: this thing still makes me hundreds of dollars every month because it's online and it's for sale. And that was 16 years ago. How would you like to have a record or EP or song that you wrote 16 years ago that's still making you money 24/7? Wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't that be life-changing, right? And this isn't the greatest song or cover or anything like that. I'm just at the skateboarding park because I still love skateboarding and stuff like that. But you just got to get started, right? And then we released an EP. Or no, this was a full album independently. And again, the logo's not that great. It's not the coolest looking thing. I'm trying to be too gangster in the shop. But like, look, I'm just putting my music out there. And you'd be surprised. People actually bought it. And what I always say to my students is I'm just like, you just got to get in the game. A lot of the students I actually work with one-on-one in my inner circle is just helping them to get the album out there and launched, because there's something that happens to you when you go through this process and then you go through it again and it gets easier and you build a fan base and you build a fan base. And while I was doing this, I was working at my day job. I was working a day job 5 days a week, but I was taking all my money and I was investing it into my career. I was investing into getting a logo done, a website done. I wasn't actually too eager to quit my job at all. I wanted to take that money and reinvest it while I was building my music business. So if you've got a job, man, take that money and invest it into your career. Having a job is not a bad thing. Sometimes maybe you got to get a second job so you can have some more money to invest in your career and invest in your education, because it finally got to the point where I did get offered a record label contract. And I was like, holy crap, man, they want to sign me. But they wanted me to quit my job. And I was scared out of my mind because I was starting to make a bit of money with music. It was fun, I was starting to work a little bit. But man, they wanted me to quit my job so I could tour and all this stuff. And I remember I called my buddy and he said, Chris, you don't want to be wondering the rest of your life, what if, what if, what if? He's like, just do it, man. I'm sure the computer job will be back if you need to, if it doesn't work out. And I was like, holy crap, man, all right. And so I quit my freaking job. And I thought I was going to be this rock rap star overnight. And this was the first EP that we released. Album that we released, and it was supposed to be the rap side on the left and the rock side on the right, and people thought we were in a group, but it was really just me, because it was supposed to be like this hip hop with a little bit of rock thing, but people got confused, so you got to be careful with your marketing. And so the label put this out, and I start playing shows, and I thought it was just going to be like this, playing all these huge shows and just being this rock star, rap star guy, and selling millions of records. But it wasn't like this, guys. It was more like this. It wasn't like this. Maybe a couple shows, some of the festivals and stuff, but a lot of the times there was not many people there. And it was really discouraging, and I thought the label was going to do this, and I thought the label was going to book the shows and do this marketing and do this and that. And I came to find out I was still doing a lot of that. I was still coordinating the music videos and doing all this stuff. It wasn't like this real deal like I thought it was, right? And within 6 months of signing that deal and quitting my job, I was $30,000 in debt. $30,000 in debt. It got to the point where my wife was having to support us. It was really embarrassing, and sure, as supportive as she was, I still wanted to man up. I wanted my music to make me some money. How many people want your music to make you money, right? Well, I'm frustrated at the label. I get off tour, and I find out that the record label only pays me twice a year. What I didn't realize is when I signed them, I was giving up that income stream, because when I was independent, I was getting paid more frequently, right? And even being with the label, I wasn't making any more money because they were just taking so much of it. Is this making sense, guys? Like, how are we supposed to live on getting paid twice a year, right? Like, that's stupid. We had to split meals and eat at the dollar menu at McDonald's, me and my wife. We went to McDonald's out of necessity, not out of choice, okay? I remember one time walking home in a snowstorm with her. And that's because my van was stuck in California, and we were back home in Toronto, Canada. And I remember we had to walk to the grocery store, and we only had $30 to spend. And so we were so scared to not go over a budget, because I didn't want to get to the counter and then have to go back and be like, oh, I can't afford this, and have to take something back. And I remember walking home with these bags, and our fingers are freezing. And I remember we made a promise to each other that we're not going to quit, that we're going to figure this out. We're going to figure out how to make money with our music and our art and get it out to the world, because we feel passionate about that. And maybe you feel the same way. You're like, yeah, man, Chris, I'm not going to quit. I just want you to say that right now. I just want you to put some yeses in the comments. Say, look, I'm gonna go through the pain, Chris, until I figure this out, because I just want to say, making your dream worth it, when you do hit it and you've gone through something, it makes you stronger. Because sleeping on those hotel room floors when we were on tour just to save a little bit of money, and then packing up into a room, or I'd ask other bands if I could sleep on their hotel room floor. One time I was stuck at the airport, and it was like, do I get a hotel or do I save an extra $100? And so I slept on the airport floor and just waited for my flight the next morning. And these were some of the painful decisions that I made, but I just want to say it was worth it. And some of the stuff I'm going to teach you guys today is going to help you avoid the mistakes that I made. Because after those tours and all that stuff, I had to go back to my job, like just for a few days, just to make a little bit of money. And then they offered me my job full time back. And I was like, oh my gosh. And they even wanted to offer me more money. And I'm like, frick, what do I do? Do I take the job? And I was kind of like at this crossroads. And I'm like, oh man, do I go back to my work? I don't want to give up on my dream yet. I can't. And then that's when I remembered what Akon said to me. And he said this to me in Hollywood at the ASCAP Expo. This is this conference I went to where I learned a bunch of stuff. And he said, Chris, many artists step out of line right when their name is about to be called. It's like you wait in line for so long, and you're just about to have your breakthrough, and then you step out of line. And that's what happens to so many artists. Maybe you're holding the number 4 and you're just about to get called. Maybe you're going to get your license or something like that. And you're like, this is taking too long. This is too hard. I gotta get out of here. And then right when you leave, they say, hey, number 4. And number 5 was standing behind you, like, oh, number 4 left. And so somebody else takes your place. I don't know if that speaks to you, but man, don't give up yet. Because my biggest mistake was signing a record deal, thinking they were going to do everything, but we don't need them anymore. You know, I was counting down the days until I got my albums back from the label. They held my albums hostage for 7 years. And let me just tell you, 7 years feels like an eternity of not being able to make your money with it. It's like you're doing all these shows, you're doing all this marketing, you're doing all this stuff, yet they're taking all the money. That's wrong, and we don't need them anymore. You don't need a record deal. Now is the time for the independent artist, and I'm going to show you guys some stuff on how to do that, because all you need is your fans. It's your fans that support you. There's a new opportunity for independent artists. We can beat them at their own game. We used to need them to go into the Tower Records and get into the record shops, but we don't need to be in the record stores anymore, okay? It used to be we had to go through the label to get to our fans, but now we can step over the label and we can go direct to fans. And guess what? Your fans don't care whether you're signed with the label or not. They just care if you show them love. You know what I'm saying? We can distribute our own music and have it making money for us 24/7. Who wants to be making money from their music 24/7, right? You guys getting this? Is this making sense so far, guys? Because this forced me to learn how to make money with my music. And here's just some of the ways it forced me, from iTunes to Spotify to YouTube, SoundCloud, Shopify, Audio Jungle, Sound Exchange, and then ASCAP or BMI, depending on what pro you sign up with. And I'll talk about more about that later in my courses. But these are just a few places where I started to make money with my music. And when I started really figuring this out, my friends started coming up to me and they're like, yo, Chris, how are you making money with your music? And these are guys that were like bigger than me that I was opening up for. And then it got to the point where even TuneCore and other organizations started featuring me on their blogs and asking me to share my crowdfunding tips and stuff like this. And I kind of started to become an expert. And this is where I started to share everything I learned. And so today, you guys are going to learn, what I went through, which is the hard way. For the past 10 years, I signed the wrong record deal. My music was held hostage for 7 years. I didn't know how to monetize my music. I listened to the haters. I didn't always work with A players. I wasted hours uploading my music to the wrong sites. I hired the wrong promotions team, or those stupid artist services that they try and sell us on that don't work, and I didn't know how to market my music. That cost me at least $500,000 is what I've spent marketing my music online, making mistakes. But after 10 plus years, I discovered the hard way. You guys get to cheat today and learn the easy way. Who wants to learn the easy way to do this? I want you to know that you are not alone, and I've been through all this pain, wasted time and money, so you don't have to. If you want to learn this 3 secrets on how I make music full-time without a label, type some heck yeses in the chat box, and let's get rocking at this. Then we're going to do the Q&A at the end. Secret number 1. A hidden secret record labels don't want you to know that I used to sell 25 plus albums a day while I sleep. This is more albums I'm selling now than when I first got signed. It's freaking unbelievable, and you guys can do the same. This isn't just for Chris Manifest. No, this is for any artist that's got music. The old way to sell CDs was to hire a publicist. Even recently, like an idiot, okay? And I'm never doing this again. I spent $1,500 to promote my album. First of all, that's a huge waste of money. Never hire a publicist. They got me maybe like 7 blog features and 2 radio interviews, which I could have set up myself, okay? They just get you to hire them, and they basically just send this blast email out and hope that something sticks that you can do yourself, okay? This is the old way that the labels still use, and it doesn't work. You can be your own publicist. You don't need to spend $1,500 on a publicist or $2,000. Sometimes it's $2,500 a month even. Biggest waste of money. I hope if you were just about to hire a publicist that I stopped you and I saved you money. Okay, I also wasted $25,000 on a radio campaign. Multiple radio campaigns. Not $25,000 every time, but many times. It is so risky. The chances of it working sometimes is like the slot machine. Okay, sure, stations played some of my songs, but they were all played at midnight, when no one is listening. Not every radio spin is equal. Just because a radio station says, hey, they're going to add their song, there's this thing called OVN, or overnight it's called, where they put it into the overnight drive when no one's freaking listening to it. So what's the point of getting added to the radio stations if no one's going to hear it, right? You know, again, this is a huge waste of money. This is the old way. I saw no sales spike or ROI, which is return on investment. And I don't know about you, but when I spend money, I want to know what I'm getting in return. Are you guys feeling me? Does that make sense? Like, if you're spending money, don't you want to know that you're going to get back? But this is the thing. They sell us with hope, right? They go, oh, I could hear your song on the radio. You know, I could really hear your song. Yeah, you should give me $4,000 a month to get your song on the radio. Look, one of these campaigns, I spent 25 grand on, and one of my songs that I didn't spend the money on got just as much Spotify plays as the song that I spent the money on. So it literally had no impact. Sure, it got some chart position. It's playing label games and all that stuff and chart games, but man, there's a better way to do this. So if you want to learn the new way, say yes in the freaking chat. Who wants to learn the new way and not do it the old way and waste money anymore? You could do better by setting yourself on fire. Not saying that you should do that, but you could literally take $2,000 and $1 bills and put it in the street and play in front of it, and that would get you better promotion. But who's excited to learn the new way? Say yes in the chat. Come on. Facebook ads, social media, that is the new way to market your music. And guess what? For a lot of it, it's free. But if you want to pour gasoline on the fire, you do paid ads. And Facebook ads are how I sell 25 plus albums a day. It has taken me a while that I finally cracked the code and learned how to put $1 into Facebook and turn it into $3. And some people ask me, well, how much are you spending each day on Facebook? Well, I said, listen, look, if I'm putting $1 in and getting $3 back, how much should my budget be? It should be infinity, right? Yes, I'll spend as much as I can. If I'm putting $1 in and getting $3 back, I'm going to spend as much as I can. And this is how I've been making a ton of money. This is actually my Facebook ad, and it's gotten even bigger. Look, this ad has gotten 770 shares, 308 comments, 228,000 views. Now, I don't have time today to go into the science behind this or whatever, but I'm basically giving my album away for free and asking them to pay for the shipping and handling, and I'm making money on it, okay? And I go more into this into my courses, but this is what I'm doing, and it freaking works. It's already made me $6,200, okay, and growing with upsells and stuff like that. Basically, the point is I don't send them to iTunes. I send them to my website where I can control it, where I can get the email address, where I can follow up with them, okay? That's the dirty little secret, running Facebook ads to sell my CDs with upsells, trying to sell them more stuff, because if I send them just to iTunes, I can't sell them more stuff later. I don't have their contact information. Apple holds that, okay? So does that freaking blow your mind? Okay, that's how I'm doing it. I'm running Facebook ads, and I go deeper into my courses and stuff. Secret number 2. How to make thousands of dollars on YouTube from other people's viral videos without spending any money on ads. Who's excited about this? How many of you have ever watched videos on YouTube? Have you ever watched any videos on YouTube? Right? You've seen tons of them. Everybody watches YouTube. How many videos were produced with music? Almost all of them had music, right? Think about it. There's so many people that are looking for music that me and you both write. We're creators. You're a creator, okay? People are constantly looking for music to put in their videos. And what will that mean to you when you know that people are using your music, your instrumentals even, in front of their videos, right? Well, I'm going to talk about how you get paid for that. Because I used to think YouTube was a big waste of time. You know, I used to think it was a big waste of time, but I realized I was wrong. I was wrong. Even though I had 0 subscribers, I realized that's not even what it's about. But seriously, I felt like this guy banging my head against the wall trying to make money with YouTube, and I didn't know what I was doing. I had multiple companies putting claims on my videos, so there was conflicts. When I would release music videos, the record label would launch it, and so they would grow their channel and not mine, and they were taking all the money, and I wasn't even seeing it broken out in the statement. But guess what? Now I'm seeing money specifically from YouTube. I actually see money from YouTube. Okay, my first little amount was like $107. Okay, who would like to make $107? That's not bad, right? An extra $107 a month, I'll take that. That'll help with some studio time to get some merch done, different things, right? But then it started to get really exciting. I started to make $1,400, $1,800, $1,500. On my latest payment was $2,200 just from YouTube alone, right? You see, you don't need thousands of subscribers to make money on YouTube. That's the dirty little secret they don't want you to know about. Look, I've only got like 16,000 subscribers on YouTube. Anyone can get 16,000 subscribers, but it's not about that, right? It's about this pit bull dog. What does this pit bull dog video have to do with you and me making money on YouTube? Well, first of all, this video has 12.1 million views, and I get paid on every single one of those views. Why? Because the person that made this video used my song. He used my song in his video. And so I got paid because I've got it monetized, right? I got paid on every single one of those views, okay? That's the dirty little secret. It's not about our videos. It's about the other videos that people create, all those crazy dog videos, cat videos, sports videos, any videos you can imagine. And if you have it monetized, right, which I teach you in my courses, then you'll get paid on one of those views. But the crazy thing is you got to make sure it's set up ahead of time because it's not retroactive, okay? Here's another video somebody else made. I don't even know who this person is. Again, it's got 6.2 million views, 63,000 subscribers. Another video has my song Impossible in it, 806,000 views. Here's my music video. It's only got 769,000 views. So the video that I created, that I spent money on, has got the least amount of views and probably made the least amount of money compared to all these other videos that somebody else made. Okay, doesn't that blow your mind? Oh my gosh, this is not exciting. When I talked to TuneCore over the phone, they sent me this report just breaking down where I'm making my money from on YouTube. And they're like, hey, well, the channel has seen impressive growth over the last 9 months. There's still room for improvement. Okay, that's cool. And they said revenue from YouTube or UGC videos, which stands for user-generated content, I like to call it fan-generated content, still makes up a large majority of the revenue for Manifest. It's actually 78% is from UGC videos, which is basically the videos that other people make. When I saw this, I was like, what the heck, man? I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know that. Doesn't this blow your mind? Oh my gosh, so it's just like, it's all about just like marketing and getting out there, and it's like other people make you money for you. But how do I get paid from all those views and all these videos that I don't even create? Well, I use TuneCore, and they have their YouTube publishing monetization thing with this thing called YouTube Content ID, which basically tracks the songs that people use. Who is excited about this and just freaking blown away? So it's not a bad thing for people using your songs in their videos. In fact, you want to encourage it, man. Yeah, you want to encourage it. The more videos on YouTube with your music, the more money you make. Okay? Because you don't want to be like this guy. And I don't even know who this is. I just grabbed this shot from the internet. But this dude's just selling CDs one-to-one. And that's fine. And selling books too. But you can only sell one at a time. You can only, and he can't be there 24/7. He's going to get exhausted. But with YouTube, man, and when you get it monetized, right, you're making money 24/7. I like to call it Swiss dollars. Sales while I sleep soundly, or streams while I sleep soundly. Start making money while you sleep. I don't want no Swiss chocolate. I want some Swiss dollars. Who wants some Swiss dollars? Type some yeses in the chat box if you are excited about this, man. And I go into this more into my YouTube Accelerator and Mastery course, but I just wanted to like just share about this and just get you excited about what's possible, because your songs are assets, right? When you write a song, it's an asset, but it only becomes an asset when it starts making you money. Because if you're just paying for studio time and you're just paying, you know, to get it made, then it's a liability. But when it starts to make you money and put money into your pocket, that's when it becomes an asset. And that's what I teach more in my courses. And that's why you don't need a record label. You can do this all on your own as an independent artist, just like this girl, Julia Nunes. I met her in France at this conference called Midem. She just started doing Beyonce covers in her dorm room. Okay, just playing the ukulele, all right? And it doesn't get any more niche than the ukulele, okay? But you just got to get started. And you can do this even with YouTube covers. They don't even have to be originals. There's so many people, and you don't even have to get permission. You just got to get started. And it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission sometimes. You just got to get started. This girl, Julia, and you probably never heard of her. And that's one of the things I just want to prove to you is that, look, you don't have to be a household name. You don't have to be some Drake, Katy Perry. A lot of you had never even heard of me before. But look at this girl, Julia Nunes, 2,400 backers. She made $71,000 on her Kickstarter. and a lot of you have never even heard of her before. I just want to remind you, we're doing the VIP Q&A at the end, so stick around because it's going to be awesome. Okay? Secret number 3. Who's excited for secret number 3? How to ethically steal fans from your favorite artists without having to open for them on tour. Who's excited about this? I remember when all I wanted to do was just jump on stage and perform. You know, I had these songs I had written and I just want to share them with the world. I remember writing them in my basement and then recording them in the studio. And I was just at my mom's, living with my mom still at the time. And I just had a heart for music and I was just passionate. I love hearing the songs. How many people got some songs they just want to share with people? You dream about the stage. You want to perform. You want to get out there. And maybe you don't even care whether or not you're on stage or not, but you just want people to hear your music because, you know, one of the worst sounds is silence, right? When you work so hard on this thing and then nobody hears it. Well, you see, I finally got on tour and I got to share my music and it was amazing. I got to perform for so many people all over the world. I've done over 1,000 shows. Okay, we've done so many tours, I can't even count. But it got to a time where I wanted to, you know, get home and I wanted to be home with my family. And I wanted to perform for fans, but I wanted to see my family too, because I can't tell you guys how many of my wife's birthdays I've missed, how many anniversaries I was gone for, you know, how many New Year's Eves my wife and I spent separated, you know, and even now I have a daughter. And, you know, when I go on tour sometimes still, because I do tour a little bit, I don't tour as much, but I still go out and it breaks my heart. And the thing I want to do is I want to go home. But the thing is, I also love my fans. And maybe you feel the same way. It's like, look, I still want to reach fans. I still want to touch people's lives. And I got to be honest with you, I still remember those stories. Like this one guy in Germany came up to me and he's like, Chris, your song Fighter, he's like, it saved my marriage, man. He's like, we were going to get a divorce, but we decided, you know, we heard your song Fighter and we decided to keep fighting for our marriage. And I was just like, whoa, like, how do you put a price tag on it? Or when someone says they didn't commit suicide because of your song, like, how do you put a price tag? So I was really pulled in a lot of different directions, you know? And so I decided I took the experience of the road and I brought it online via social media. And I remembered how many CDs of bands I've bought religiously, but I've never seen them live. How many bands have you seen or artists have you seen or haven't seen, sorry, but yet you've bought all their CDs, right? I've never seen Eminem perform, but I've bought tons of his CDs. You know, I was a huge fan of Linkin Park, still am. I only saw them once. You know, Offspring, so many different rock, hip-hop bands, so many different things, but I've never seen them live. And so I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. So I can just, how do I take this experience online? Well, social media. And it's free, guys. It's so free and easy to find your fans online who will listen to your style of music. But if I was to sit down and coach with you one-on-one, this is the first thing I get you to do. I get you to decide on a genre. What are you? Are you hip-hop? Are you rock? Are you country? Are you EDM? Are you pop? Are you R&B soul? Are you a mixture of the two? What are you? Make a decision. And I would say, who would you compare yourself to? Who do you sound like? And if you told me you sound like no one at all, we wouldn't work together anymore because we all have someone that's influenced that we sound a little bit like. And it's not a bad thing. Comparisons are not a bad thing, okay? They help tell people who you sound like, okay? And so you want to take the time to write this down. You know, I used to get compared to Linkin Park and Eminem, so I'd say I sound like Linkin Park meets Eminem. Or maybe you sound like a male version of Rihanna with rapping, or a Bruno Mars meets Beatles, kind of like this pop vintage sound, you know, or a dirty pop version of Johnny Cash. Who do you sound like, right? That starts to paint pictures in your mind, right? Does that make sense? You guys getting this? You guys getting this? Is it making sense? Because if I sound like Linkin Park, should I market to them and their fans? Heck yes. If you sound like Eminem, should you market to his fans? Heck yes. If you sound like Ed Sheeran, should you market to his fans? Absolutely. Absolutely. You're not trying to hide it. People love knowing a comparison. Okay, how do I do this? Well, Facebook, again, is one of the places I use, okay? Look at this. Even when I post something online, what does Facebook immediately ask me? Do you want to boost this post? Do you want to show it to 37,000 more people? Of course I want to show my music to 37,000 more people without touring, and I can do targeting and target other people's fans with Facebook? Absolutely. Who wants to put their music in front of 37,000 people? And the more money you spend, the more people you can reach. So when people are scrolling through their news feed, what do they see? They see your Facebook ad. And there's a difference between ads and boosting posts. There's a big difference, and I go into that more into Facebook ads course and stuff like that, but like there's a big difference. You don't want to just do boosting posts. You want to learn how to do even more controlled ads. But boosting posts is a great place to start, and putting your music in front of people, especially if it's targeted, especially if it's like fans that are similar to you. So who do I target? Of course I target Linkin Park. Of course I target like a POD or a Papa Roach. Okay, you need to write down and decide who you target. Instagram ads. Instagram is a huge opportunity. Mobile ads. Now that they've opened this up, you can put your ad right there while people are scrolling along. If your fans are girls, and you can find out very quickly with your insights who your fans are. I know it's 70% males, 30% females for me. I'm not trying to market to the world. What about setting up a fan generating machine using social media ads? Not just Facebook, not just Instagram, but I'm using YouTube as well, and Google owns YouTube. Did you know that YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world behind Google? You need to have your music up there. How do we do that? YouTube ads. We talked about watching YouTube videos, right? All those YouTube videos that you watch, how many times have you been hit with an ad, right? How many times have you been hit with an ad? And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, but sometimes it catches your eyes. Well, if I'm watching Eminem, I want to watch an Eminem music video, and someone else's music video that sounds just like him or similar or style, it plays before it, am I not going to check it out? Yes. I've had people sometimes comment on my YouTube music video and be like, man, I went to watch something different, but this started playing. I was like, who the heck is this? And I clicked on it, and I just started kind of watching all your videos. Isn't that amazing? Do you not want to learn how to set this stuff up and get this rocking for you? There's no excuses, guys. We can do this. If you're not aggressively marketing your music online, you are missing out on a massive opportunity. Is this cool, guys? Is this making sense? So that's how I ethically steal fans from your favorite bands without even having to tour with them. All online for a fraction, for pennies, guys. For pennies on the dollar. And this is an opportunity that not a lot of artists are investing their money in. They'd rather go blow $2,500 on a publicist or some artist services instead of going through the pain and experience and learning on this. Like, you can easily waste 10 grand on a radio campaign, 5 grand on a publicist, or these really sketchy artist services, or you can get ahead of the game and start crushing it on social media. I wanted to remind you, at the end, there's a Q&A, and it's going to be freaking awesome. Can't wait to hang out with you guys. And again, for those that stick around, we're not done yet, but there's a free gift at the end for everyone. But let me ask you a question. Are you guys enjoying this so far? Is this making sense? Am I giving you a better perspective on maybe where you should start marketing and how you can actually start doing this and what's possible for you? Are you feeling a little overwhelmed? That's okay if you are. But do you think this stuff can work for you? Do you think if you had some of these things in place that you could start growing your fan base and making some money with your music and getting out there? Absolutely, right? But I just want you to know that there is hope, man. You can do this. You don't need a record label. You can automate this while working a 9-to-5 job. You can find money to do this, and maybe you can eventually quit your job. Because what's it going to feel like when millions of people are listening to your music? How's that going to make you feel? You're going to be stoked like this guy just doing what you love? I grabbed this picture specifically because I feel like it's the essence of like what we love to do is create music, but I know we love creating it, but we get bummed out when nobody hears it, right? But we want people to hear it. And the strategies and the methods I've shown you today, they only scratch the surface. There's so much more. There's so much more. But if you want to make music a full-time career and you're willing to put in the work and you want to hear about some of the programs that I put together for you, can you guys type some yeses in the chat box? If you guys want to do this full-time and you want to learn, let me help you one-on-one and show you how you guys can do this. Type some yeses if it's cool if I share some of these programs and courses with you guys. Is that cool? Okay, awesome. Well, the first thing I want to tell you about is my coaching program, Fanbase University. I normally charge for an hour consulting with me about $500 an hour, and so I created this group coaching call where you guys get to work with me one-on-one twice a month, where I do 2 coaching calls on the 12th and the 24th of every month, and I work with you for a whole hour. I'm going to give you access to that for a whole year. That's right. You're going to get 12 months of Fanbase University membership. So it's a coaching program twice a month, plus there's a special training inside there to grow your fan base, okay? So you're getting 12 months of Fanbase University for free. This total value is worth $1,997, but check it out. You get that free when you enroll in my program, Fanbase Accelerator, which is my 5-week masterclass, is the only way to grow your fan base is through this program, which I'm going to show you step by step. In this course, it's 5 weeks long, okay? And you get access to my first course, which is how I make over $4,000 a month selling music online, 1.0 and 2.0, because I updated it recently. So it shows you where to monetize your music online, how to upload it, all the places to sync it, publishing. In 2.0, I go into syncs and getting your music into TV and movies. How many people want to see their music in TV and movies? It's going to be freaking awesome. And then week number 3, I cover SoundCloud, okay? I learned so much about SoundCloud, and most importantly, not only just growing a fan base there, but monetizing it. And then in week 4, you're going to be getting my course, 6-Figure Touring Musician, okay? When I was an independent artist and when I left my job, my goal was to hit $10,000 per month as an independent artist. That's what I put on my spreadsheet, and I always hit that, not including merch, okay? And so I'm going to show you the exact strategy as an independent artist, or if you're signed, that's fine too. Maybe you're in a deal, maybe you're in a bad deal. I'm going to show you how to make $10K a month as an independent artist and book yourself solid. And then week number 5, I'm going to show you how to grow a fan base on Twitter, okay, with my Twitter Accelerator program to market your music on Twitter, okay? Who's excited about this masterclass? Yes, okay? Because let me ask you, like, what would you do with an extra $4,000 a month? You know, what would that do for your life? You know, would that help with your family? Would that help with the bills? Would that just give you some more freedom to even do some more shows? Well, this is the thing. This is why I created that course, How I Make Over $4,000 a Month, because I was on tour when I created that, and I was meeting all these artists, and I was tired of artists saying, like, man, when I'm done this, I got to go back to my job to pay the bills. And I was like, what? Because I got all this just recurring income from my money, and so that's why I created that course. And let me just ask you this. You know, even if you only did a fraction of that, like what if you just did 1/4 of that and you made an extra $1,000? Would that not change your life? Just reoccurring income, you know, from your music? You know, here's one of my students here, Peter. He says, very helpful course. I'm at the very beginning of my journey to become a singer, and this course will save me a lot of time and money. And that's what I want to shorten for you. I want to shorten you the time to get there and also save you money, not wasting it in the wrong areas. And here's Shakira. She says, Chris Greenwood has delivered one of the best training courses I've ever enrolled in. Very knowledgeable, very easy to understand, and very valuable information. I've signed up for more of his trainings. Money well spent. And this is one of the other things I show you in that course is how to get featured on iTunes. You know, I've been featured I don't know how many times now, and what a difference it makes, you know, getting more eyeballs on your music. Would that not help you and just be amazing if your music was featured on iTunes? Like, just even the ego boost from, like, your friends seeing that and sharing it with your friends and family. It's like, look, I'm featured on iTunes. Like, when that happened to me, I was like, whoa, like, it just really went from, like, hobbyist to full-time artist. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So you're going to get 12 months of Fanbase University for free to work with me. So 2 coaching calls a month. So 24 calls a month, or a year, sorry. And then you're also going to get my 5-week masterclass, Fanbase Accelerator, total value $2,997. So both of these, total value $4,994. But what else do you need to be successful, guys? Because I want to help you crush it this year. Now is your time. Well, I want to give you my musician's toolbox. Okay, and inside of there, I'm going to be giving you my booking contracts for booking shows, my producer agreements when it comes to those percentages and stuff and publishing and all that. And I'm going to give you my cold email template, so when you're reaching out to new people and how to reach out to people, what to say when you're trying to open that door. And then I also want to give you 30 days worth of my most successful social media posts that all of you can model. Imagine if you had 30 days of posts and you knew what to post. So you weren't waking up in the morning wondering, hey, what do I post today? Or when you book a show, you have the contract. You know, when you start working in the studio, you have the producer agreement. And when you want to reach out to someone, whether it's A&R, it could be anyone, you know what to say and how to reach out to them, okay? So you're going to be getting all those contacts. But I also put together something else very, very special. This is my top secret music industry contacts. You're going to get my contact list that has cost me over 15 years of struggle. I've toured over 1,000 gigs, over 250,000 miles of travel. You're going to get all my contacts in one book, okay? Because I want to shortcut your success. When my wife was putting this together, okay, because she's toured the world with me. She slept on floors in Denmark. She's been to Japan with me. She's been all across the U.S., sleeping in the van, okay, sleeping on floors, eating at the McDonald's menu. She knows all the seminars I've been to, all the conferences I've been to. And when she's putting the contacts in here, she's like, Chris, you're just giving these to them? I'm like, yeah, babe, they need it. It's going to make a difference. Like when they have all these producers and graphic designers, lawyers, lyric video directors, music video directors, publicists, bio writers. You know, I get asked all the time, who do I press merch with? Where do I get stickers done? How do I get those crazy USB keys and shirts that you do, Chris? And even Spotify promotion companies and just a ton more contacts. Like that's all in there just so that you just have it, okay? So you're going to be getting 12 months of Fanbase University for free, my 5-week masterclass, Fanbase Accelerator, my Musician's Toolbox, total value $6,991. But I also want to give you something that has totally changed my life, which is my music marketing secrets training. How to sell a CD for $60 and how I'm selling 30 to 40 CDs a day without a record label. How many people want to sell 30 to 40 CDs a day without a record label? And every sale you make is worth up to $60. Isn't that freaking awesome? Okay, this is like just so exciting. How am I doing this? With Facebook ads. If you are not using Facebook ads to market and promote your music, you are missing out on a huge opportunity, okay? I have finally cracked the code and learned how to put $1 into Facebook and turn it into $3 or more, okay? My budget is anywhere from $70,000 to $100,000 a year on Facebook ads, okay? Because it has changed my life. And people ask me all the time, well, Chris, you know, what should my budget be with Facebook? Well, I'm like, well, if you put $1 in and you get $3 back, well, you should put in as much as you can, you know? Like just fund it because you're getting the money back, right? Well, when I started getting my money back and I'm seeing my iTunes numbers go up, I'm seeing my Spotify numbers go up, I use TuneCore, seeing my TuneCore numbers go up, it changed my life to the point I got to go to Facebook. I've got a direct connection at Facebook, and I'm also getting featured on Facebook for the success I've had because I've sold thousands and thousands of CDs doing what? Facebook ads. Well, how am I doing this? I'm sending them to a page that looks like this using ClickFunnels, okay? Where I send them my CD, they cover the shipping, and I might maybe sell it for like $7. But once they put their credit card information in, they buy my CD, I try and upsell them, and if you see at the bottom right there, it says, hey, download the digital version plus the remixes and instrumentals for an extra $7. So immediately I go from like a $6 to $7 sale to $14. And then once they click complete their order, I say, hey, do you want my all my albums on this USB key for $25? Okay, and then all of a sudden it starts adding up, and a percentage of people take this. And my number is about 20% take this. So every 10 people that buy just the CD, 2 of them take this. Okay, and I have this USB key too, this one that we did on a skateboard, which is freaking sick. So I just put my albums on there, and what am I doing? I'm providing more value. And then once they've bought that, I say, well, do you want my 3 albums? Download my 3 albums for $10. Because maybe some of you guys don't have, you know, a USB key, but you've got albums and you want to move them. Well, package them together and sell them for a deal. And these are the pages that I set up. And guess what? I'm giving you all these pages so you can swap out your video. You can swap out your album cover, single cover. And you know what this is also doing? This also teaches you how to build an email list. My email list has gone from 5,000 to 25,000 in under a year. Okay, and building an email list of customers, oh my goodness, is a freaking game changer. So this is advanced Facebook ads training. There's also some stuff in there in YouTube. So again, you're going to be getting my 12 months of Fanbase University coaching, okay, to work with me for 12 months for free. You're getting my 5-week masterclass, Fan Base Accelerator, Musician's Toolbox with all those contacts, and then you're getting this new advanced Facebook ads training, music marketing secrets, plus you get my sales funnel there. Total value is $8,988. But what else do you guys need to be successful? Well, you hear me talk about YouTube and how much I love YouTube. Well, I want to show you how to blow YouTube up, and I want to throw in a fast action bonus. And this is for people that take action today, okay? And it's my YouTube Accelerator program, how to get 10,000 views on your YouTube videos, okay? My man, Tommy Schaefer here said, amazing course, taught me so much about YouTube that I needed to learn, even though I've been on YouTube for about 4 years. Thank you, Mr. Greenwood. And here's Malachi. He says, it gave me all the answers I was looking for. I implemented all the teachings, and now in less than a week, I have 100,000 views on 4 music videos. Like, what is that going to do for your career when you have thousands of views on your YouTube page? Not only the royalty income, not only just, the brands that are going to want to work with you, artists that are going to want to work with you, but just people hearing your music. Maybe you've got a lyric video, maybe you've got a music video, but it just has not got the views that you know it should have. Well, let's accelerate that with my YouTube Accelerator, okay? So that's worth $997. So you're getting all these courses. Total value now is $9,985. But what else do you need, man? I want to give you another bonus. I want to give you my Facebook Accelerator course, how to get 10,000 fans in under 10 days, and my Instagram Accelerator course, how to get 1,000 followers in 10 days. And I'm also going to show you how to build a brand on both of those and how to get engagement and make sales, book shows, the whole thing. This is one of my students here, Ben from Clock Strikes Midnight. He says, holy crud, this thing works. I set it up for at midnight. I woke up 7 hours later and I had 300 plus likes. I only spent 76 cents. Chris, you are amazing and so helpful. This will be amazing. Thank you so much. Here's another one of my students, Eric Steven. He says, Chris, by the way, you said to let you know when I went over 10K, 10K club, baby, my shirt size is medium. And that's because I created this thing where whenever an artist or one of my students hits 10,000 fans on Facebook, we send them a shirt just to say, hey man, you joined the 10K club, and it says no label, no excuses, okay? And I want you to be the next success story, okay? I want you to become and join the 10K club so I can send you one of these shirts, okay? Because, I think 10,000 fans is a big deal, and I want to celebrate with you and congratulate you. That's another one of my students there, Aaron. So here's, again, what you're going to get. You're going to get 12 months of Fanbase University. That's to work with me for 12 months, 2 coaching calls a month, okay, plus training, plus there's a private Facebook group to surround yourself with other artists. You're also going to get my 5-week masterclass, Fanbase Accelerator, okay, and that has my course, How I Make Over $4,000 a Month. It's got the SoundCloud. It's got so much in there. It's got the Twitter. It's got the how to book over $10,000 worth of shows in there. And then you're getting my Musician's Toolbox with all the contacts, contracts, and then music marketing secrets plus sales funnel. That's the advanced Facebook ads training plus all those templates, okay? And then you're getting bonus YouTube Accelerator, and then bonus number 2, Instagram and Facebook Accelerator. Total value is $11,482. Now, I'm not going to charge you that today. I could, but I'm not going to. But I just want you to ask this question. If all this did was get your songs making money for you online 24/7, would it be worth it? If you're making money 24/7 now with your music, wouldn't that not be worth it? Or if I gave you the tools and the strategies to market your music, like you're putting in $1 and you're getting $3 back constantly, would that not be worth it? Or if I give you a 12-month plan for your music career and help you get paid for your first few shows, like what if you had your first $10,000 month or even your first $5,000 month booking shows, and you get to talk to me twice a month to help you get there? Would that not be worth it? Yeah, of course it would be, right? Well, when I put this training and this package together, I had 2 choices. My first option was, look, I could go cheap as possible and try and sell this to as many artists as possible, but that wouldn't incentivize me to make this super valuable and really crush it in this course, and also give you my time because you're working with me for a whole year. Or my second option, I could charge more, sell to less people, but then be able to give those people more value and attention And that's what I want to do. I want to give you more value and give you more attention. So you can see why this is a good deal at $11,482. When I do special events, I do a special price of $1,997 to kind of hook up people who are at the live events. But because you showed up in this webinar and you gave me your time today, I want to give you a really special offer, and you can get started now for only $697. You get all this training, access to work with me for 12 months, plus you get lifetime access to all those courses for only $697. You can click a link on your page right now that should say enroll now, or you can go to the website smartmusicbusiness.com/makemusic, and you can start crushing this. You can start implementing this stuff and start, watching the videos, taking notes, taking action, watch some more videos, take notes, make a plan, take action, get an email from me knowing when the next group coaching call is going to be, and just be on there, and I can just take your hand and work through this with you. Now, for some of you, have asked me for a payment plan, and I get it. Not everyone has $697, so I broke it up to 4 payments of only $197, guys. And this is the good news. If you do the 4 payments of $197, so you get charged $197 every 30 days, okay? But you still get access to everything. You still get access to all these courses, okay, immediately, so you can start the training right away. So go to smartmusicbusiness.com/makemusic. I want you to know this is for a limited time. This is not always going to be available, but to encourage you, there's an option here with PayPal even. And what's cool is if you go to paypalcredit.com, I think you have to be in the US, but you can borrow up to $1,000 and you don't have to pay PayPal for up to 6 months with no interest. And as long as you pay them back, so as long as you pay that $697 within 6 months, you won't get charged any interest. And come on, I know by going through this training, getting that coaching within the 6 months, you can pay that off super fast. And I know some of you are probably wondering, like, well, what's the catch? Is there a guarantee? Yes, there is a 30-day money back guarantee, okay? Because my stuff works. I've helped thousands of students, and I know this training can help you. But I want to make my refund policy 100% clear, okay? Once you've enrolled in this course and you decide your purchase wasn't the right decision, I want you to contact me directly, which is at support@smartmusicbusiness.com. I want you to show me that you actually did the work, you watched the videos, you did all your homework, you filled out the stuff. My team will review it. We'll attempt to correct the issue and try and help you, but if we can't solve the issue, we'll give you a prompt refund. But I want to make my point clear here that this policy is to give you a chance to try the system and go through the training and really give it your best effort. If it doesn't work, you can get your money back, but it was not designed for you to just enroll in this course and then just ask for your money back, just to like kick the tires, check it out, and not really do anything, and then ask for your money back, okay? Because if your homework's not done or it's incomplete and you didn't implement any of the strategies, didn't even try, like if you show us your social media, you didn't even do the stuff we're doing, then your refund will be denied, okay? However, I'll still help you, for the full 12 months. You'll get to still coach with me. You'll get access to all the training, all the updates, because I want to get you to get results, I want you to win in this. Okay, because isn't that what you want? You want me to incentivize you to win? Nobody wants to refund. That's like refunding your dreams. Okay, so again, you're gonna get 12 months of Fanbase University worth over $2,000, 5 weeks masterclass Fanbase Accelerator worth $2,997, my musician's toolbox with all those contacts which are priceless, $1,997, my music marketing secrets. Okay, you're gonna get advanced Facebook ads training, how to start marketing and selling your music, plus those sales funnel, okay, $1,997. And then you're getting these limited time bonuses for the action takers, okay? You're getting bonus number 1, YouTube Accelerator worth $997. You're getting bonus number 2, which is Instagram and Facebook Accelerator worth $1497, okay? And you can get started now for just $697, just $697, guys. Come on, that is just so crazy. Go to smartmusicbusiness.com/makemusic and start watching these videos, start implementing them, and start changing your life. Again, there's the 4 payments of $197 just to help you get in there and get started and break it up, because I totally get it, okay? But let's just look at this, guys. That's only $1.90 a day. Okay, all of us can find an extra $1.90 a day. Okay, just maybe hold off on the coffee or the latte or eating out, and let's start investing in your music. Let's start investing in your dreams, because now is your time. You've wanted to do this. You've wanted a coach. And if you want, I always say, like, if you want to be successful in someone, find someone who's where you are and model them. Like, I would not, have gone, if I could go back in time, I wouldn't have go to college. I would have just found the online courses of the people that are there. Instead of spending thousands and thousands of dollars wasted time, I just be, working my day job, investing in my music, and investing in my education. That's exactly what I would be doing. And again, the minimum payment on a Visa card, if you charge this to your Visa, on $697, that's only $18 a month. Only extra $18 a month. Or if you do the $197, it's only $15. And I know when you go through these trainings, you got music, and you start monetizing and setting this up, that's going to be a no-brainer for you to cover. You're going to make way more than that. Again, okay? So I just want to show you, when you click that enroll link or you go, you're going to see a page like this. It's going to show you what you're going to get. You're going to have the 2 payment options, okay? And again, you're going to get the 12 months of Fanbase University. You're going to get the 5-week masterclass, okay, with the How I Make Over $4,000 a month. You're getting the Twitter Accelerator that's in there. You're getting the SoundCloud promotions course that's in there, and you're also getting the training on how to book yourself solid. And I always have set the goal of $10,000 a month worth of shows, okay? And then you're getting all my contacts, music marketing secrets, and then those 2 bonuses, okay? So that's the page you're gonna click on when you click on roll. And as you can see, there's the countdown timer on there, because this is a limited time only. But I want to share a few more success stories with you. Here's one of the artists I've worked with. This is All Above Me, the band, and the lead singer, Geezer. He says, Chris opens up and gives you inside information in a way that most artists never would even talk about. This has saved me thousands of dollars and truly launched our careers as independent artists. Why don't they teach this in school? Good question, man. Here's another one of my students, Mike Van Uber. He says, I'm always a skeptical person when it comes to online courses, because there's a lot of how to make $1 million in 14 weeks with this technique or something similar. But you can trust me, this class is worth the money you spend on it. And that's the thing, guys. I don't teach get rich quick. I teach build a successful long-term music career. Yes, you'll make money off your music, of course, but most importantly, you can sustain it. And you can do this for a long time and really live the dream. Tour the world. Go to countries that you never thought of. I've toured over 22 different countries. Going to Germany used to be just a dream, and now I go there every year. Okay, so I just want to recap again what you're getting. You're getting 12 months of Fanbase University. You're getting 5-week masterclass Fanbase Accelerator, which has How I Make Over $4,000 a month, SoundCloud promotion, Twitter Accelerator, plus the $10,000 a month touring strategy. You're getting my Musician's Toolbox with all my contacts, all my connections, and all those templates. You're getting my advanced Facebook ads strategies and campaigns with my music marketing secrets. You're getting bonus number 1, which is YouTube Accelerator, okay? How to get 10,000 views on your videos plus. You're going to get bonus number 2, which is Instagram and Facebook Accelerator. Total value, we know, is over $10,000. You're getting this for only $697. Go to smartmusicbusiness.com/makemusic and enroll today. I just want to ask you this question, though. I want to say this, though. If you just did 1/10 of the stuff I teach you in these courses, you can 10x your income. Like, just in the Fanbase Accelerator alone with the How I Make Over $4,000 a month, okay? That course alone is worth the whole tuition, let alone working with me for 12 months, okay? But you might be thinking, like, yeah, this is an expensive course. But it's not. School is expensive. My program is a fraction of the cost of a year at college, where they're teaching outdated information like this skeleton, okay? Because you know they're teaching outdated information because they're not living it. I'm still releasing albums. I'm still marketing. I'm still touring. I'm still traveling, okay? So you're getting the most, up-to-date information. You know what's expensive? Not getting paid what you're worth is expensive. And I've been there. Not charging enough for shows, not charging enough for features. Wasting your talent is expensive. Hiring a publicist is expensive. You know what's most importantly? Wasting your time and putting this off and putting this off and putting this off. Regret is expensive. It's crazy to waste time and money making mistakes that this course will save you. What do I mean by that? Well, you're learning from all my mistakes. My business is called Smart Music Business because I made all the dumb decisions for you. I signed the wrong deals. I did the wrong tours. I spent the money in the wrong areas in marketing. Are you with me if you've ever spent money in the wrong area with your music marketing? Well, let's fix that. And that's what this program's going to do for you. Because let's fast forward 6 months from now. You've joined the course. You've watched the videos. You've taken notes. But most importantly, you've taken action. And now you've got a bigger fan base. That's me hanging out in Switzerland just last summer with my boys there, you know? Number 2, you're making more money with your music. You got some merch. Maybe you got some drumsticks. Maybe you made some USB keys. Maybe you learned how to book shows and you're doing VIP tickets and doing meet and greets with your bands. You got your stickers, your bracelets, your posters. You're getting this thing done. Number 3, you're playing more shows. You're touring. You're out there living the dream. And I don't tour as much as I used to. I do about maybe 50 to 60 shows a year. I used to do the 250 shows because that's what I wanted to do. I didn't have to do that. I wanted to do that. And I hope you're with me saying, I want to do this, Chris. And most importantly, you're a better and you're a more confident person and songwriter. Like, you just got more confidence because you've done this. And let me tell you, confidence comes from getting in the game and facing your fears. And I want to encourage you, don't let what a parent said to you hold you back today. Don't let what a friend or a hater said on social media hold you back today from going for your dreams. I used to listen to those voices of fear, but now I listen to the voice of faith and take that step. So I just want to give you one more recap here, and then I'm going to answer some questions. You're going to be getting 12 months of Fanbase University coaching with me to talk to me on the 12th and 24th of every month, plus a private Facebook group and an online members training area. Then you're going to get the 5-week masterclass Fanbase Accelerator, which gives you how I make over $4,000 a month, 1.0 and 2.0. It also has the movie syncs in there and how to monetize your music. It's got the Twitter Accelerator and the $10,000 a month touring strategy. I'm giving you my musician's toolbox, which has all my contacts, contracts, templates, okay? You're going to be getting my music marketing secrets plus sales funnel, all right? I'm spending thousands of dollars a month on Facebook ads. And I'm going to show you why and how and the opportunity that is there and why you need to jump on that now. Then you're going to be getting the bonus, and this is for the people that take action today. Bonus number 1, YouTube Accelerator, how to get 10,000 views. Bonus number 2, Instagram and Facebook Accelerator. Okay, can get started for only $697 or 4 payments of $197. Go to smartmusicbusiness.com/makemusic. Now, I just wanted to share some stories from successful artists that I've worked with that I think will really inspire you, and then I'll be back to answer some questions. So check this out.
What Chris was able to do for me was to give me step 1. Hey, here's all these things that we need to get done. Here's step 1. Once we're done with step 1, let's move to step 2. And within that month of working with Chris, I was able to make some huge strides and huge progress simply because he helped me take the information that I knew and begin to put it in the steps that I needed to take. And so maybe today you're sitting there and you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed and not sure what to do first. This would be a great place for you to start, to simply make the investment, move into working with Chris, and I think I guarantee that you won't regret it. It's an amazing thing, and I am so glad that I did it. I know you will be too.
I had the opportunity to work with Manifest for the entire month of June, one-on-one, as him being my music coach, my music career coach. And honestly, it was one of the best things I've done. It really took me from where I was before in terms of like sending emails and like here's my music, here's all the stuff that I have. It's a little bit of a cluttered mess because I have all these things, but I don't know what to really do with them. And then he stepped in and was like, all right, cool, we're gonna do this. Like, how about we take this, and why don't you do this with it? He really just amplified what I was trying to do. You know, I have like this thing going on in my head, but then he was able to take that and boost that up. I feel like just where I was has been amplified 4 times. Just like 4 times the Facebook likes. You know, I have a strategy now. He helped me focus on where to go and, like, you know, what avenues to take. Start here, build here. And so I was really fortunate to just to have him on my side and show me what he's learned over the course of his career, because he's been doing it for like 12 plus years, and to have that on your back is definitely, it gives you a leg up. It totally gives you a leg up. And now I feel like I'm not just a hobbyist, I'm an artist now. This is who I am. I have a music career, and he actually helped me, but I'm starting to make money off my music now, which is something I never thought would be possible.
Hey, my name is Cole DeRoos. I'm a hip-hop artist from Kansas City, and I've been part of Fanbase University now for, I don't know, 5-6 months, whenever it started, and it's been amazing because not only do you get access to Manifest or Chris Greenwood's courses that he has up online, which covers so much stuff from Facebook marketing, YouTube marketing, Instagram marketing, how to book shows, and he has a ton of experience behind that, so it's not just somebody talking fluff. He actually knows what he's talking about, and it's been amazing. We get a once-a-month coaching call for an hour. We can ask him anything we want. It's very personal. He'll respond to you. He'll pour into you. And for me, it's actually really helped my music. I had 2,000 likes on my Facebook page. Real no presence. Now I have over 5,000 likes on my Facebook page, and things continue to grow and climb just from using his marketing techniques and applying what he is teaching. So, highly recommend it. It's worth it. Be a part.
Hey guys, this is Doug from We Are Leo. I just wanted to give a quick testimonial about Chris Greenwood, aka Manifest's course on how to make $4,000 a month with just your music. And he's talking about just music, no shows or anything else. Basically, you don't have to even walk out your front door. You can make $4,000 a month with just your music. I've read a lot of books, watched a lot of tutorials, but I haven't found anything remotely as helpful as this course that he has on udemy.com. It showed me all the ways that I was missing out on getting money from my music on YouTube, satellite radio, that type of stuff. What Chris does is he takes basically his 10 years of experience in the music industry and compiles it, makes action points on how you can squeeze every dime out of your music. Within like the first couple of minutes of watching the tutorials, I found accounts that I can set up, things that I could do to actually start collecting money that I had been missing out on.
Chris Greenwood, in his courses, teaches you all of the aspects that you never even thought of. He teaches you and motivates you throughout the whole thing to tend to your craft and how to build your brand and how to sell your music. Not only just, oh, you get it up on iTunes and you think it's gonna go. You literally have to continue to promote it, and there's so many other places that you can distribute your music, and there's so many other methods, and you can tell that from all of his experience he's really going in depth of how to do this. And the amount of information and knowledge that I gained from him in these courses is something that I could never pay anybody, because it would have taken me 10 years to figure all that stuff out. So what he had given me has really made me be able to propel my career and make decisions. And it's only been about 2 months since I've taken the courses, and I've made life-changing decisions on my music and my brand and my product. And I'm seeing results already. And me personally, he saved me hundreds of dollars, probably thousands of dollars, and hundreds of hours of time of trying to research this stuff. So now, at the end of these 3 courses, I'm really going into this thing knowing what I have to do. And I love how motivating he is throughout the whole thing, because he lays a lot of information down, and it seems discouraging on some of the stuff that he says. But at the same time, he says, just go get it, do it, and get busy. So thank you, Chris Greenwood, for really saving me time, and maybe you'll hear me on the radio one day.
Hey, what's up? My name is Giger, and I am from the band All Above Me. And as a band, we have completed all of the courses by Chris Greenwood, and I gotta tell you, they have absolutely launched our careers as independent artists. The material covered in these courses have educated us and got us ready for what was coming our way. I think the best part about these courses are the stories and experiences that Chris shares. I think people can tell you a general idea of how the music industry works, but hearing it from someone who has experienced it firsthand is priceless. Thanks to these courses, we are now generating income selling music online, monetizing our videos, building our catalog from music to merch, and we have also gained over 7,000 likes on Facebook. So 2016 is going to be a big year for us. I'd recommend these courses to anyone that's interested in really making a career in the music industry.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jerry Fee, solo artist from Boise, Idaho. And I'll tell you what, I can't recommend highly enough to you guys that you work with Chris Greenwood and Fanbase University. Man, having somebody like this that has proven himself in the music industry through tenacity, through failure, through just going at it and learning the hard way, helping us so we hopefully don't have to learn the same way that he did, is awesome. His insights are incredible, his knowledge base is incredible, and the fact that he's willing to work with each one of us and help us reach our calling and our potential is incredible. So if you have any doubts, any questions about working with him in Fanbase University, stop right now. Seriously, get started. Thanks a lot, guys.
I believe we can trade our lives for a big dream, a small dream, or no dream. Why not trade it for a big dream? If you're gonna do anything, why not do it big, right? Fear is always the loudest when you're trying to do something great.
A lot of people would say I didn't start out too good, and maybe you can relate to that. But let me tell you something. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And I know you guys are gonna finish great. I gotta believe I can more than survive. Still one trick up my sleeve. We're gonna make this one shine.
Scared to get on that stage? Do it afraid. Scared to jump off those stairs on your skateboard? Do it afraid. Scared to call and put your resume in? Do it afraid.
We're gonna make this one shine. Sometimes you gotta walk a different way. Don't let the world cookie cut you. You gotta go after your dream. I'm gonna fight the good fight, 'cause I know I'll get by. When I battle every day through the pain like a soldier.
Maybe you don't share those hidden things that are just important to you. I want to stir up that God-given dream that He's put in your heart.
I don't know your story, but there's one thing I do know about your story, about everyone's. It's not done yet, because you're still here. You're still writing it. Hold on when everything is shaking. Stand strong when the ground is falling through.
I had suicidal thoughts. I wanted to give up. This is my dream. This is my life. My identity was wrapped up in this thing. And all of a sudden it was gone. Pain is a good teacher. Have you ever wanted things to be different in your life? What do you need to let go of? What friends do you got to stop hanging out with that are negative, that are haters? Put yourself in places that are going to cause you to stretch. If you want something different tomorrow, you've got to plant something new today. A fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. And I know I've got a full room of fighters in here, right?
Okay, so let's open it up and get started answering some questions. Again, this is a limited time only, so make sure you get in and you get enrolled. If you've still got questions, I'm going to answer some of your questions right now, but if you still got any questions, just email us at support@smartmusicbusiness.com, and one of my team members, one of my artists, I should say, because I only hire people that are in the music industry. We are artists helping artists, and we'll get back to you and just answer any questions that you have, okay? But one question I get a lot is, how long will I have access to the course? Well, all these courses and all the trainings, you'll have access lifetime, okay? And you also have lifetime access to the updates as well, too, because I update these constantly because things are changing. You know, the music industry is changing. That's the difference between this and going to college, where they teach you once and then you're on your own. But with this, you know, not only are you working with me for a year, but you get lifetime access to the courses and the updates, because things are going to change, okay? And they do change. And I've already updated these multiple times. People ask me, when's the next group coaching call? We talk on the 12th and 24th. You'll get a members area login, and then you'll go to the place where the live members call is, and you'll be clicking on and you'll be clicking on a Zoom link that will go to the live chat, and then you'll get to network with other artists. Our last call had like over 20 plus people on the one call. It was awesome. I go for like an hour plus and just answer your questions. I critique, I review, I look at your ad, I look at your website. Sometimes I'll go to your SoundCloud, we'll listen to a song right there on the spot. Like, this is real coaching, okay? I get this question a lot too. TuneCore versus CD Baby versus DistroKid. I personally like just to say, look, just choose one. You know, it's almost the wrong question, okay? Like, I personally use TuneCore, but I know CD Baby's a great company. I've heard great things about DistroKid, so those are the three. Just choose one and get started, okay? And remember, you can still get into this course, including the bonuses, for only $697. Another question, what if I don't have any music recorded? Will this course still work? Absolutely. You know, I give you the tools and everything to even upload it from scratch and monetize it and get it ready. And I talk about branding and so many things, and let alone working with me for a year and being around other successful artists. This is going to really, you know, light the fire under you and ignite that inspiration to get started watching like when you're watching this training and getting around these people, it's gonna like inspire you to get started and get music recorded and out there. Another question, what if I have an EP coming out? Can you help me promote that? Yes, and I actually recommend nowadays that, you know, it's not, sure, albums still sell, they still work, you can still make a great living, sell tons of albums, but people want more frequency more often, and so I think an EP is a great angle to go with. And I even say to artists, you know, like, just release multiple EPs and then put 2 EPs together and call it an album and add a few remixes or acoustic versions or something like that. And even if you've already got music that's been out for a year or 6 months, like even with that music marketing black box secrets with the advanced Facebook ads training, like that's going to help you breathe new life into your music. Okay, I had guys that had vinyl even from like 8 months ago, and he had hundreds of vinyls sitting around, and we helped him build a funnel, and he sold all those vinyl out. Okay, so it's just awesome. What is the best way to grow your fan base? I personally think it's a mixture of online marketing. That's the best ROI you can get. And that's why I really push the Facebook stuff, the YouTube, the Twitter, and the Instagram, because when you put money in, you know you are getting something out. You know you've gotten an impression. Like when you spend money, like it's guaranteed to get views, that people saw it. When you hire a publicist or radio, for one, sure, they might have got you featured on a website or a blog, but you don't know if anybody read it. You don't know if the targeted people read it. If you got on radio and you even got added to the station, oh, they played it? Oh, you found out that they played it in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. and what they call overnight, okay? And that's no good, all right? So that's my answer to that. Does this program cover sync licensing for TV, film, video games? Yes, it does. In the $4,000 a month selling music online, I show you how to start getting your music in TV and film. And honestly, that is a super undertapped area that artists miss out on. Like, we're talking like using your instrumentals, you know, songs that you've had for a while. And it's not about having a hit song in that regard. It's about having a song that fits the right mood of the scene. Okay, so that'll blow your mind there when you get in there. And I want to encourage you, if you're still sitting on the fence, remember, you're getting 12 months of Fanbase University, 5 weeks masterclass Fanbase Accelerator, which has got my how I make over 4K a month, 1.0 and 2.0 that covers the sync licensing. It's got the SoundCloud promotions course. It's got the Twitter accelerator. It's got how to book $10,000 worth of shows a month. And then you're getting my musician's toolbox with all my contacts, my music marketing black box secrets, YouTube accelerator, how to get 10,000 views in under 10 days, and then Instagram and Facebook accelerator, okay? Total value is over $10,000 and you're getting it for $697. Go to smartmusicbusiness.com/makemusic. Another question, can you tell us how you book shows? Yes, in the course I cover that, but I'm all about the cold emails, okay? And that's why I give you the cold email templates. I'm all about planning. I'm all about reaching out to people. I'm not about just social media. Social media is awesome, but I give you online and offline strategies. So I email clubs, I emailed churches, I emailed colleges, I emailed everybody and hit them up.
But, you know, you got to know how to put your EPK together and all that stuff. And in this training, I show you how to do that, to put your promo stuff together and get your marketing materials ready so you can reach out to people and book shows. Where is the best place to monetize your music? I think there's online, okay? Uploading it to like a TuneCore or a DistroKid or CD Baby is number one. Number two, I think, is sync licensing. Number three, if you are a touring artist, I know some of you just don't want to, but touring, if you can get that going, you can make huge amounts of money and just building a brand. But this is what I really want to drive home, is that you can build a brand online bigger than you think. Like, these aren't just, you know, random success stories that we hear all the time. These are real, okay? And it's changed my life, and I know it can change yours. When and where do I get the Black Book of Contacts? Okay, that Black Book of Contacts will get emailed to you. Okay, you'll get a link to it, and then you'll have immediate access to all the contacts. Whether you do the 4 payments of $197 or you do the 1 payment of $697. Does this work for producers? Yes, it does. I actually had a producer friend over at my house the other day that I was coaching because he's releasing albums, and I think producers, just like DJs, are on the come up big time, where you can brand yourself as a producer. You can market yourself as a producer, whether you're just making tracks for people or you're now, you know, making tracks, but you're hiring artists to feature on your beats. Okay, that's like a new thing that, you know, and you kind of become the brand. You don't have to be the artist singing on it. You can just be the one being, you know, the behind the scenes on the track, but build your own brand around it. Look at Timbaland even is a perfect example of that. Does this course show me how to make money with my music online? Yes, it does. I know I talked about that a lot. Yes, this shows you how to monetize. You're going to need a Stripe account. You're going to need a PayPal account. You're going to need, you know, to connect it to your banking, okay, and who you do your banking with, and you're going to start seeing money deposited into your account, and it's going to be life-changing. What if I only do cover songs? I think cover songs are an awesome strategy, and especially with YouTube, you can build that up, you can monetize it, and I think doing covers is a great way to start to bring people to know you as a artist, as just a person, as a brand. But then eventually I think you do need to make the switch from doing just covers to doing your own music. I think you can scale it a lot bigger as a business and make more money when you start to do originals. So it's really a 2-part strategy, doing covers and doing originals. Do you teach how to actually open for real bands as well? Yes, absolutely, man. Opening for bands, buying onto tours, that stuff changed my life. It's one of the most targeted things that you can do, is finding a band with a similar style of you, with a bigger audience, and opening up for them, and, you know, not with being mean or anything, but stealing their fans and getting their fans to dig you. And you know, we say stealing their fans, oh, I stole their fans. It's not really that. It's just that we all like to buy music of people that, you know, are similar to us. I like more than one hip-hop album. I like more than one rock album. Well, same thing for your music, whatever you make. So again, I just want to cap this off before this offer is gone. You're going to be getting 12 months of Fanbase University to work with me, and I'm excited to work with you. I get to see you 2 times a month on the 12th and 24th of every month. Even if you can't make a call, you just email support@smartmusicbusiness your question, and I'll answer it for you, and then you can always watch the replay. You get 5-week masterclass, Fanbase Accelerator, worth $2,997. You're talking the How I Make Over $4,000 a Month 1.0, 2.0, SoundCloud promotions, Twitter Accelerator, how to book $10,000 worth of shows. You're going to be getting my Musician's Toolbox worth $1,997. You're getting all my contacts, templates, my cold email strategies, everything in there. You're getting my advanced Facebook ad strategy. Okay, this is the stuff that helps me get featured on Facebook. It's my music marketing secrets plus sales funnel worth $1,997. Bonus number 1, YouTube Accelerator. Bonus number 2 and 3, really, Instagram and Facebook Accelerator. Total value is over $10,000. You're getting that for only $697. or 4 payments of $197. Go to smartmusicbusiness.com/makemusic, and I look forward to seeing you on the next coaching call. I look forward to seeing you in the Facebook group. I look forward to just hearing you
crush it. I look forward to sending you a 10K club shirt. So I will see you inside the course. Now's your time. Get in there, and I look forward to helping you out. Peace.